Swamiji, in the Shaivite philosophy, you're the greatest living authority in Shaivism. The yamas and niyamas are an important part of this philosophy.
These are important parts.
Very important.
Yes.
In the Shaivite philosophy, the final goal, could you tell me, is it union? What is the final goal of the Shaivite?
Final goal of in Shaivite philosophy is when individual unites with universal consciousness.
With the universal consciousness. And that universal consciousness
is God.
Is God. Is it in use all the time, Swamiji? You just have to look for it?
No, universal consciousness you will find in each and every individual, but it is in the background. It is in the subsided state at this time. When you practice and meditate on some point explained by your master, then by and by this individuality vanishes in universality, and time comes when universal consciousness arises in one's own body, and he experiences that universal consciousness, and that is the state of God experience. But that experiencing that universal consciousness is not direct experience.
How do you even know when you're even approaching something like that, Swamiji? What are your signposts on the road?
Memory comes in you. Memory comes in you. Oh, I was universal consciousness already previously, and I didn't know it.
I see.
This is the sign of that experience.
Memory of past things.
You feel at the time of rising of that universal consciousness in you, you feel there is memory.
As if you've been there
Memory
before, as if you have felt there before.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Swamiji, this super conscious state that you kind of recognize when it hits you, you think, oh, I felt this before. Then what happens? Then what are the signs for a man or a woman into yoga like that? What do they watch for? Where do they go from there?
They don't watch. They feel that consciousness, God consciousness, as the flood and fountains of excess of joy. Happiness. No, not. It is super sexual joy.
A sexual happiness.
It is not individual sexual joy. It is super sexual joy. Say 100,000 million times more dense joy than that sexual joy.
And it continues a long time.
It continues long time, and it flows in each and every vein of your body. You are intoxicated with that bliss.
And you just feel it over hours and hours or days?
No, it remains only for 3 or 4 seconds, and the rest of life is intoxicated.
The rest of your life is affected by that.
If it remains, according to the theory of Abhinavagupta, if it remains for 1 hour, then this body won't exist.
You die.
Yes.
You die.
Yes.
You cannot sustain.
You cannot tolerate that intensity of joy in this limited body. You have to throw this, shatter this, have one with the divine.
Like super sexual joy, it's just such a tremendous joy state. Do yogis go into this feeling when they die? Is this what death is to a yogi?
Yes.
That's why they don't fear
Yes.
it. They love it.
They love it.
And they love death.
They love it.